Hi guys, and welcome to week 5. So this week you have two different major things that you're going to be doing. On the one hand, you're going to be finishing up paper 1. So you will take the feedback that your peers gave you and that I gave you, and you'll make corrections to turn in your final draft that will be graded for your grade for your personal narrative. If you had anything that was missing from it, if you had grammar issues, or if you needed to add more detail or whatever, make sure that you do that, and then that you have that turned in by Saturday at midnight. You will also turn in a reflective paper talking about the process of writing it, with some questions that we'll go over here in a little while. So that's finishing up finishing up paper 1. The second part of that is we are going to start brainstorming paper 2. And paper 2 is a cause and effect paper where you will examine the causes and effects of the injustice that you talked about in paper 1. And you'll expand on that, and you will eventually build that into a whole research assignment all on its own. So let's go ahead and go through this. After the instruction page here, we get to an overview of paper 2. So make sure that you watch this. There's a 3.5-minute video by Dr. Zepeda covering the expectations for paper 2. And then if you, let me close all these. If you come down here, you can find a PDF also covering all of them. Down here we can see, down here you can see some of the parameters for the paper. It's going to be 5 to 6 pages plus a works cited page, typed of course, MLA or APA. We're going to try to move to APA this time. 5 to 6 sources, a minimum of 5 to 6 indirect quotes with proper documentation style. Students should develop at least 2 drafts and 2 peer reviews to complete this assignment. So pretty straightforward. This one will involve a little more research than the last one did, and research will be a more intensive part of the writing process this time than it was last time. Okay, let's go to the next one here. The brainstorming so this is a short video discussing what academic writing is and the difference between the kind of writing that you've done in previous kinds of school and in that you're going to do academically. And it's talking about the very solid differences that come up between the two. Academic writing, of course, is more focused on correctness, more focused on giving credit to other people that are in the same conversation as you, and making a conversation between a lot of different groups of people about the same subject. So make sure that you review that. It's about 10 minutes long. It's not bad. This next one is another one by Dr. Zepeda. This one is covering the kitchen table activity that you're going to do. And this will be the main brainstorming assignment that you'll do this week to look ahead to your oh wow, just slipped my mind. Your cause and effect paper. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to create, you're going to have a kitchen table activity that you're going to do. Dr. Zepeda will explain that a lot better than I will. The kitchen table is a sort of metaphor for what connects us all as a family, as people. And so you will talk about the people that would sit at your kitchen table. And down here you can see a lot of different examples of other people's work and how they set this up. Other people that did a really impressive job. So I'll show you one of those now. This is example 8. They have their table here and what's on it. So some pretty fantastic looking tacos. That looks really good. And then here you can go down the list to see all of the different people that they would have at their table. This is her mom. This is, I think, her sister. Her aunt. And the social issues down here that she's concerned about. Let me make sure I haven't misgendered anyone. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah. So, she's concerned about ethnicity and race, gender, religion, medical attention. She mentioned people in here having breast cancer and needing treatment for mental health. And so down here she has listed out some questions. Hispanic and Latinos receive the same quality of access to health care, etc. So look through those for some ideas, and then you'll be expected to make a PowerPoint or Prezi or something like that that's similar to this. All right. So let's see. Next thing here, this is another library video talking about finding sources on the library websites. So make sure you review that one. That will be very important for your topic this time. This one's an introduction to citation, talking about different ways that we cite things. And I believe this one's APA. So this one will introduce you to some of the citation practices that you'll use in APA, which is the main one that all of you social work students will end up using throughout your careers. So the next one here, this is the kitchen table activity that you'll turn in. You will, there's more instructions down here about how the kitchen table activity works. It says draw a kitchen table, but like in the examples there, you can just make a PowerPoint with, what you're eating and all the people there and what issues you're discussing. So that's what you'll be doing actually. Let's see. Yeah, review the video, figure out your kitchen table, brainstorm the people that are there, label the people at the kitchen table, drawn by either including pictures of them or drawing them to the seats that they sit at. Make sure to leave a seat for yourself. Brainstorm, again, what issues you would hear each discussing at the table. Your mom might discuss issues related to health or religion. Dad might be concerned with politics, etc. And then review your entire table and select one of 3 key topics to place at the center of the table. So you can either draw this out, you can draw this all out, or you can do the PowerPoint like it shows, I guess. So you'll turn that in by Wednesday at midnight. By Saturday at midnight, you're going to go through and provide feedback for everyone. You're going to want to do this. You're going to want to make sure you're doing all of your Saturday activities early because between this and the paper, you're going to end up with a lot of them. So provide feedback for everyone in your group. Feedback to their topic and their diagram. Do they make sense? Is anything unclear? Would you add or remove anything? What topics seem compelling enough to research further? And this is the feedback, again, you're giving them and they're giving you. If appropriate, share a personal experience or feelings on the topic in the diagram. So, if you feel comfortable and you feel like you connect with any of what they're saying, then give some feedback like that. Talk about personal experiences that you had. I'll go through and review these as well at some point during the week. Last but not least, you're going to turn in your paper, your final draft of the paper by Saturday at midnight. And also Saturday at midnight, you're going to turn in your reflection paper, which is it's a short paper. You don't have to do any research for this part, but you just need to answer all of these questions here. How did you feel about your final written product and why? What challenges did you face while writing your personal narrative and how did you overcome them? What additional challenges do you still need to work on? What did you learn from this assignment? For example, You might discuss what you learned about academic writing, the writing process, writing a narrative, social justice, MLA style, writing a thesis, transitions, organization, or storytelling, or yourself, I suppose. To refresh your memory, review the small group discussion you participated in. And then summarize your work that you have done with your small group. What was helpful, what was challenging, give specific examples. All right, so that's quite a lot of work you're going to need to have done by Friday. Don't wait until the last minute to turn in your final draft of the paper. You should have most of it done at this point. The main hard part of this should be writing this follow-up paper that you're going to do. So yeah, try to get as much of this done early in the week as you can, is what I would recommend. All right, guys, get to work. I'll see you all in the discussions.